just need to clear air like crazy, and this will make sense as soon as the thing comes on. So what I teach and what I do in this class is similar to what other accelerated geometry classes have as well. I teach my method way, and other teachers teach their way. For the most part, it's going to be the same thing. Yes, I understand if you have friends. We're going to be pretty close to the same pages, which is, what was our, oh, there it is. I just found it. But one thing you have to understand is this. You don't have to take notes on this. This represents your semester grade. Still with me? Okay? It's an area of a rectangle. Is that easy enough to recognize? So this rectangle is broken into regions. And this region might represent homework. And this region might represent quizzes. And this region might represent tests. And this region might be the final. Okay? The area of the rectangle is going to stay the exact same size. The percent of each one of those regions is going to stay the exact same size. I make homework worth 4 points. Okay? This is why I make homework worth 4 points. Let's say you take a quiz, and that quiz is worth 50 points. Okay? If I was making homework worth 10 points, a lot of people would say, oh, if I did 5 homework assignments, it's weighted the same as that quiz. That's incorrect. The homework region is a smaller region. Actually, it's the same size region as the quiz region, which is a smaller region than the test region. I could make homework worth 10,000 points each, and it still does not affect your grade any differently when it's in regions that are weighted regions. So homework's worth a certain point, quizzes are worth a certain percent, tests are worth and then your final exam. And that's how it works. But it really makes it easier for me to say, okay, 4 points to 0 points is your homework. Some people look at that as, oh, it's only worth 4 points, who cares? Well, you're going to start seeing a grade deplete if you don't do it because of that. But then at the opposite end of the spectrum, if I made it 10,000 points each assignment, people might say, oh, I want to do it, but then that's going to really confuse things going, well, how is this assignment worth 10,000 points and your quiz is worth 50 points and my grade dropped because I did poorly on the quiz? Again, it falls into this category. This category will not get any bigger. No matter how many assignments I put in, whether you put in 1 assignment, 1,000 assignments, 50 assignments, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if if I have 1 quiz, 10 quizzes, 100 quizzes, this area is still going to be the same. So it's finding the average in that area and then applying it to the rest of your grade. Then test, a little bit bigger area. Doesn't matter if we do 5-chapter test, 1-chapter test. This area is not going to change at all. So that's how things work. So I think sometimes good intentions are out there as far as information goes, but unfortunately sometimes it's conveyed incorrectly. So if you were to say, wow, all your homeworks are worth 20 points each, and Mr. Surf's only worth 4 points each, it's like the same kid who said, wow, he only gave me a 3 out of 4 on the summer packet, and my new teacher I went to give me a 15 out of 20. 3 out of 4 and 15 out of 20 are the exact same ratios, exact same amount. It's just I'm choosing to make mine, that. Does that make sense? So I just wanted, just so you have an understanding of how grades work. Okay, it's not the summation of all your grades that go up and we total it at the end and then we multiply by 0.9 and see. No, we have regions that are worth a certain amount. So I think that's worth 20% of your whole grade. And this is worth like 35% of your whole grade, and I don't even know. I have to go back and look at it. I mean, we haven't. It's in those forms I gave you at the very beginning. But just please know that's how it works. So again, it doesn't matter 4 points, 400 points, 4,000 points for every homework assignment. Heck, you guys want to have fun? I'll make them all worth 4,000 points each. And then you're like, man, I got 280,000 points. I still got a C. Because I'm not changing the size of the area of any of those rectangles. Okay? Make sense? Kind of? Sort of? Shake your head and say, yeah. Call it good. All right, let's go over those word problems. And I know they got goofy. Let's see, worksheet 6. Uh-oh. Wait, where are we at? Number 7, is that what it was? Use your compass to draw a circle with radius 3 centimeters. Okay. Centered at point A and circle with radius 2 centimeters. Yo, thanks, Cupcake. Hannah, you here? Anna, you here? Good. These are for you guys. They're up here. Use your compass to draw a circle with radius 3 centimeters centered at point A and a circle with radius 2 centimeters centered at point B. Find 2 points that are exactly 3 centimeters apart from point A and also 2 centimeters apart from point B. Label these points C and D. Okay. All right. So A, B. Still with me? Use your compass to draw a circle with radius 3. All right, so I'm just going to do this. Still with me? And of course, my A and B look different than your A and B. Your A and B down here are different. And then draw a circle with radius of 2 centimeters at point B. Okay? Now, this is what I don't know. Anyone have a ruler with them? What's the distance from A to B? Is it 5 centimeters? How much?
4.
About 4? Okay. So this distance here is about 4 centimeters. So should these circles overlap each other with that? If the distance from here to here is 4, and this has a radius of 3, and this has a radius of 2, should they overlap? Yeah, so this should look something like this now. Okay, where they do intersect here and here. No, I didn't use a compass to do it, but does that make sense how we're approaching that? And then it says, find the 2 points that are exactly 3 centimeters away from point A. So point A was here. Well, that's 3 centimeters, and that's 3 centimeters. And then this one over here, because that was a 2 centimeter, that's 2 and 2. So that's 2 and 3, 3 and 2. Let's make that a little bit more clear. So let's say that's 4 centimeters right there. We didn't know that by measuring. Still with me? If I draw myself a circle, and I'm not going to use my compass at this point, what was A, 3? Okay, so this R equals 3. How far is this distance from here to here? 3 as well. And then this one, we said that we were supposed to draw it as 2. Let's pretend I can draw well. So, oh, sheesh. So this distance is 2 centimeters. So this distance is 2 centimeters. So this distance right here and right here are both 2 centimeters. This distance right here to right here are both 3 centimeters. Because the radius of a circle has to stay consistent all the way through. And that's how you would have gone about that problem. Label these points C and D. Okay, we can label C and D. Okay, then use your compass to draw 2 circles of radius 4 centimeters. Okay, so being this distance was already 4 centimeters, you're going to have a circle that does that, and then a circle that does that. So then that's your 4 centimeters here. Well, it's not this. It's whatever the center is. And I drew it poorly. But if the 2 centers are 4 centimeters apart from each other, and you draw one circle, if you draw one circle, if between blue dots, 4 centimeters. Okay, so that distance is 4. If I drew a circle, can't even see it on the screen. Let's just say we're calling that 4 centimeters. So that should be 4 centimeters as well, right, as a radius? So what does this circle do as well? If they're both 4 centimeters, and I know that I'm making that's so much bigger than 4 centimeters, but let's just pretend. So then we have a point here and a point here. How far is this distance to here? 4 centimeters. How far is this distance to here? 4 centimeters, because you're talking about the radius of the circle. Okay? Does that make sense? And again, I didn't draw with a compass. I was trying to draw what it would look like just using a little bit of logic. So that's number 7. I don't think you're going to see that on the quiz tomorrow. If you want, I can put one on there. All right, number 8 says, Birch Street is a straight road that turns east, that runs east and west. Todd and Troy both live on Birch Street. Troy lives 10 miles east of Todd. Carlos lives on Birch Street and is exactly halfway between Todd and Troy. There is a movie complex 7 miles northeast from Todd at an angle of 40 degrees from Birch Street. Draw a scale model of the situation using centimeters instead of miles. How far is the movie complex? Oh my goodness, okay. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a rough sketch. Is that okay? So we have a road that runs east-west. Still with me in this adventure? Okay, and again, I'm just going to rough draw it so we know where to go. Troy lives 10 miles east of Todd. So if Todd were to live here, if I were to go back this way 10 miles, I get to Troy's house. Does that make sense so far? There's a movie complex 7 miles northeast from Todd. You know, I'd be a much better teacher if I could. So, let's do this. I gotta change. I'm changing that to Todd. I'm changing that to Troy. I'm changing that to east. I'm changing that to west. And then we know that there's a movie theater that is. Oh shoot, where did it just go? So, oh wait, we also have Carlos. I forgot Carlos here. Carlos lives on Birch Street, exactly halfway between those two. Okay, so we got Carlos, which means there's a distance of 5 and a distance of 5, right? There's a movie complex 7 miles northeast of Todd. That's 7 miles. That's the movies. There's moving 7 miles northeast of Todd, which means this is a 45-degree angle. And at an angle 40 degrees from Birch Street. What? Did I read that right? There's a movie complex 7 miles northeast from Todd. I like that. North and east. Good. At an angle of 40 degrees from Birch Street. Doesn't Todd live on Birch Street?
Yeah.
So he's 45 degrees away from this movie theater because he lives northeast, right? But is this supposed to be 40 then? Is that how you're taking that? Okay. Oh my gosh. Thanks for not coming over to my house last night and TPing my house. Boy, this is a bad. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's look a little bit further. A hiker I'm going to number 10. Hang on. At what? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? At what angle? So now we're looking at this angle here. Is this what they're trying to figure out?
Yes.
No.
Now they're
No,
movies.
they're looking for
Carlos.
Movies of Carlos?
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
They want to know what this angle is?
No, they want to know the distance from Carlos to Carlos. No. And the angle of
I'm going to reserve that this problem is done during second semester of this class when I teach you guys how to do law of sines and law of cosines. What? Yeah, just go with it. What? Go ahead.
Oh, no.
All right. Yeah. No? Good. Oh my gosh.
Should we do number 9?
What did I just do? Oh, there it is. I'm losing my mind. Where's my stuff going? Ah, oh, shoot. Looks like yours. Isn't it in the back of the thing?
I don't know. I haven't found it too much.
Oh, it should be at the back of your. Or is that the?
4.51. 44.13. Oh, okay. Yeah. I forgot. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. No, why is it so serious? I don't know. It's nagging me on the screen, and Alexi's like, "Oh, and she goes, "No."
Can I ask you all this? Can I ask for forgiveness? No.
Well,
No?
Give us all
that's the
fours.
big
Yeah.
man.
Give you all. You haven't been here for the past 6 weeks. Oh, good Lord. I'm very sorry. I don't feel, and that's what Mrs. Peterson was saying, that the students really struggled with these, and I thought I did a great job, but I didn't. I really didn't. I'm very, very sorry. I goofed up. Can I ask for forgiveness on this one? Can we turn the page? We good? Turn the page. All right. Let's go to the notes. Did we have notes from last time?
Yeah.
I put them in a really safe place, but I forgot. So I'm going to borrow. We are at. Did we finish the front page? Is that as far as we got? Yay?
Yeah.
All right. Let's turn to the second page. Guys and girls, again, I'm very sorry. I did not mean. Oh shoot. Again, if you're losing sleep over this, and I apologize. All right. So the first page was constructing a line perpendicular to the point, correct? Does anyone need me to review that, or you feel okay with it? It is recorded. We good? I can't see. Yay? Thumbs up. I like that. All right. Constructing a perpendicular line to. Oh, okay. Okay. We can do this. All right. I'm gonna try and draw this, and then I have a point here. Right? Is that what we have? And we want to draw a line that's perpendicular to that particular point, or perpendicular to the line, but also goes through that point. We good? I'm good. I'm actually going to move this down just a smidge so it mimics yours a little bit better. Does that look all right? Yeah, so it's going to be a vertical line like this is what you want to do. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, and there's going to be 2 constructions on the quiz tomorrow. And I think they're pretty simple ones. They're simpler ones. Okay? So whatever ones you think are simpler, go for it. All right, so compass time. All right. So, there we go. All right. So I'm going to open my compass, and I want it to be, so it looks like it's going to, oh, that's not quite wide enough. I'm going to open it a little bit further. I want my compass to be able to touch this line twice. You still out with me on that? So open your compass so it looks like it'll touch your line twice. Does that look like it'll touch my line twice? If I swing an arc? Okay, let's make that red. So what I'm going to do is this. You see how the compass touched the line twice? Yeah. Yeah. You need to come see me in my office. I don't have it with me. 439A. Okay. Sorry, I don't have them with me. All right. So I swung an arc. Where that arc crosses that black line, it crosses twice. Where that crosses, that means that must be 2 what? 2 points. So keeping my compass at the same distance, I'm now going to come down here to this point, and I'm going to swing myself an arc. Let's make it a different color. So, whoop. Shoot. Well, that's okay. That'll work. Okay, and then I'm going to move my compass here. Change that to a blue. I have a green and a blue line. They intersect. That's called a point. Right? So now if I use my straight edge, your ruler looks a little different than mine, but okay. So this greenish line is perpendicular to the black line, and it goes through point A. Yeah?
How did you get like the blue point to be right underneath?
Okay. So first thing was swing. Get out of here. Swing arc to touch black line 2 times. You okay there? Okay, so crosses there, crosses there. And then keeping your compass the same distance, or if you open it up a little further, that's fine. So from two new points, swing 2 arcs. So swing 1 from here, like this, keeping it the same, swing 1 from here, do this, and then they intersect each other. Does that make sense? That was me dancing. Sorry, I shouldn't dance. That's horrible. Embarrasses people. Doesn't embarrass me. It embarrasses my wife. Yeah.
So like on that one, would it matter if you swing the arc up, like if you did it on the top side instead of the bottom?
Oh, so if you swing the arc up here and up here?
Yeah.
Oh, that totally works.
Okay.
That totally works. Good. I like that. So I guess what you could have done is swing down here and up here, and that gives you 3 points that are all collinear because they fall in a straight line. I like it. Good idea. Bless you. And let her be those. Okay. All right. Let's move to this one. See if we can talk our way through it. Is it like that? Okay. Black. Okay. First step was what? What was the first step from there? Yeah.
Swing an arc from the point so it goes through the line.
Like it. Bless you. So, coming to my point, open the compass a certain amount. Make sure that it's going to touch your line twice. Once, twice. It will. Okay? Where that crosses creates 2 more points. Point here, point here. You can keep your compass the same, or you can open it up. Put it at these points. Swing an arc. And I'm just changing colors. And swing an arc. And then that where those 2 intersect creates a new point. Use your straight edge. And there you go. So, is this much different then finding the perpendicular through the point. That is on the line. Is this right here, what we just did, is it much different than doing this? No. Okay, so we use the compass, open at a certain distance, swing an arc on each side of the point. Open our compass, swing an arc on each side of the line, or on each side of the point. And then from here, we have these points, and then you swing an arc above and below to do that. So it's the same idea. Yeah.
Wait, so how did you get the first arc that had that
The yellow arc.
yeah.
So I put my compass on point B. I open it up. I make sure that if I swing an arc over the top of the line, that'll intersect it twice.
How did you make it even on both sides though?
Because it's the radius that you're swinging. So it should be the exact same. As long as you're on the point. So if your point is on the line or if your point's not, the same concept's taking place where you're trying to make two extra swung arcs that take place on the line. If that takes place on the line, you create two more points. Whether the point itself is on the line or the point is off the line, you're creating two extra points on the line and then swinging two more arcs from those two new points in order to find the perpendicular. Did I say that all right? Boy, it sounded so clear in my head. And you know what it probably sounded like to you guys? Like, man, is he like ordering that Jack in the Box or something? Thank, bye. And then you get the order right. Does anyone need to see this one last time, or are you okay? Yes? No? Stretching. Stretch all you need. Looking at your page. Yes. I'm always picking on you, sorry.
No, you're totally.
Okay, let's see. Constructing a line parallel. Oh. Constructing a line parallel through a point, not on a line. Okay, we can do that. You guys ready? I'm excited for this one. All right. Constructing a line parallel through a point. Yes? Is that what it says? Okay, ready? You're not going to like this much because there's not a whole lot that's defined here. You ready? I'm going to pick some place on my black line. Do you have some place in mind? There? So what we want is we want to create a line that is parallel to that black line, but it also needs to go right through our green dot. Still with me? All right. I'm going to pick some point. You know, that's a really bad color. You guys are going to start getting mad. You've already forgiven me once. Once is enough, pal. Okay. So, is this a defined point? Is it a defined point? No. I'm using the bluish grayish colored line up there as a guide. It's not a defined point, so don't go and put a dot on it and label it A or anything like that. Okay? So you could have made this line any which way. It could have been here, it could have been here, it could have been way over here. It doesn't matter. That's why I said you're picking a random spot or an arbitrary spot on the black line, and then you're just going to draw a line right through it. Okay? So we did this yesterday, and I think we could do it today. So this right here is what? It's an angle, right? So, if I could duplicate this angle right here, see this angle right here? If I could do that here, what do you think that would do? Make it parallel? So again, let me talk about that one more time. If I could take this angle right here, see this angle? I'm going to slide up the line and do the same thing here. Remember we duplicated an angle before, we didn't worry about the direction. Now we're worried about the direction. That's why we drew this line in place So I want to duplicate this angle right here to kind of be right here. Okay? So how did we duplicate an angle? Let's think back. What was the very first step to duplicate an angle? Think back a couple days. Yeah.
Measure where the black and bluish intersect to the green point.
Kind of. Does this help? Does this help? Does that help? What did I just define now? I now have 2 points. So if I swing an arc, I create 2 points. If I draw a line off of another line, I don't define a point. Let me say that one more time. If I swing an arc and it crosses twice, I define 2 more points. If I draw just a random line to another line, it doesn't create a point. Okay. What should I do now? How do I duplicate that? Say the next step, keeping your compass the same size, come over here, swing an arc. You okay with that? Yeah.
Wait, how big are we keeping it compared to the point in the first email?
So I kept my compass the exact same size. So if I come back to here, I'm still right there on there, right? So I keep it the exact same size and I just move it up to our point. I move it here, and then I come over here. Notice it's same distance, right? But what I wanted to do is I wanted to make sure that I swung it large enough that it crosses here, and I think it's going to cross somewhere over here. Anyone else have the last thought how I might generate the one last point? Yeah.
You put the, I don't know. The
Compass?
Point, yeah.
Okay.
Pointy end
Uh-huh.
on the top
Top where?
where it crosses.
Red line?
Yeah,
The first red line?
second one.
This one?
Yeah.
How do I know where to swing it, though? There's one last distance
you
I
have
need.
to measure it.
There you go. I have to measure my original arc distance. So from here, and using my compass, I need to measure that distance. Smidge. Okay, I have to measure that distance. Okay, move my compass off, come up here, swing an arc. Did that define another point? 2 arcs intersecting each other? What do you think I should do with that new point and the green point? Connect them. Use your straight edge and connect them. There you go. This line is parallel to this line. It goes through this point. This right here, this angle here, and this angle here are the same angle. You're going to learn something in a few weeks that's called concurrent angles. They lie on the same side of the parallel lines, create the same angle. Yeah.
How did you get the last red arc?
Okay. The last one is you measure this distance here.
Yeah.
Come to up here, you swing an arc.
Oh, you go from that.
What else do we have on there? Struct B.
Can we do like the steps for that one?
Yeah. Cool. All right, so step 1. Draw any line from original line through point. That makes sense so far? Second thing, duplicate angle So when you duplicate an angle, you have to swing arc from angle, hit twice, 2 times, swing arc from point to hit new line, measure angle, and let's just call this AB, make that A, make that B, and then swing new AB from arc. Here, so swing new AB. That's an A. What time are we out of here? What? 2 minutes? Holy crow. Okay. I will tell you, the quiz tomorrow, we have covered enough to go on the protractor stuff. Okay? Hannah, where are you at? Pass it over to Hannah. Hannah, where are you at? Pass it to Hannah. Coming out to you all is a review of what you will see on the quiz. Guys and girls, I can't express this enough. Tomorrow, I'm available during first period, third, and fourth periods in my office, which is 439A, which is just down the hall. Today, if you needed to see me, I'll be in 7th and 8th period over in the CTE building, office 200, which is walk out of this building, go to the Stutler Bowl for the most part, find the picnic tables at the north end of the stadium, go through those doors, go upstairs. If you need help, you want extra help on the review, let's do it. This review will be good for the quiz. I probably won't have a whole lot of time tomorrow to go over the entire review, but what I'll do is I will post, as you walk in, I will have this review completed around the room. I don't know if it has any constructions on here or not yet.
What if we're not available for any of those periods?
Then our tutoring centers are open. They're staffed with teachers in the math science resource room. Or swing by and just ask the math teacher if they're available. Yeah, baby. Thanks. Put your ears on my keyboard. Oh, that packet. That's right. That whole packet. Remember that packet the other day? Put it up here on this desk right here. Good? Make sure your name is on it. If you have that packet, put it right here on this desk, right up here, please.
I still have those 3 questions.
I didn't get the
Just
packet.